Hello everyone, it is Susan here. In today's video, I am participating in a collaboration, and it is Lorie's collaboration, and she is from the Enchanted Dreams 71 YouTube channel. I will have her link below, and the hashtag for this collab is Enchanted Bingo Collage Challenge. So what happens is she had 75 different prompts, and every week you select 5 prompts, and you can't reuse those prompts. You can only use them once. And you have to use those 5 things on your collage page. So I have done that, and I have selected a place. So I'll show you my thing. So this is a place. I don't know what place it is, but it's a place. Textured paper. So this paper, hear that? It's very textured. A list. So this is actually from a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, and it has a list of items that you need to use on this. It's about a pattern, a closed pattern. And then we had a date was one of them. So there's a date on this. This is just a piece of ephemera. And then this one said, save the date. So I figured, well, it has a date on it, right? So I could use that. And then I also got a freebie. It was my first freebie. So I've been doing this, I guess, 3 weeks now, and it's the first time I got a freebie. So I got this in the mail. This was on a local hospital's, their little flyer catalog that they send out. And I just thought that the fruit on here was gorgeous. So I'm thinking of using some of this. Now, and I have some other things pulled out as usual, just to see if, what I'm going to use. I don't really know. So I'm going to start. I normally have a pretty good plan for what I'm going to do, but I have to tell you, today I do not. So I'm just going to come right out and tell you that I have no idea what I'm doing. I just want to make sure that I have the video good. Okay, so here we go. Let me just straighten that. Okay, sorry, I just want to make sure that you can see. All right, so the first thing, I think I'm just gonna, you know what, let's just start. That's kind of how you have to do it sometimes. You just start. So, and I don't need that, so that goes in the garbage. Let's get rid of this. I am trying to tear it straight, but yeah, that doesn't mean much of anything. Well, let me show you the journal that I'm working in. It's a traveler's notebook. One I've had for years. I actually had 2 of them, and one I used the whole thing, and then the second one I found in my stash. So I'm like, well, I'm going to start using this one. This was a page that I had done back in August, just kind of playing around, enjoying some crafty time. So now I'm going to work here. So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I think I'll just get it down. All right. So I decided I'm just going to use a glue stick on this collage. A lot of times I like to use the wet matte medium, the Liquitex matte medium, but I think on this page I'm just going to use a glue stick. That's my plan at the moment anyway. All right, I don't know. You know what? And I love collaging, but for some reason, I don't know. Just don't have a major plan, but that's all right. We got this. We got this. All right, so I'm just gonna fold that. Good. I love it. I love those colors. So pretty. So I figured I would work off of this, right? So I pulled out this really pretty piece of fabric that I thought I could incorporate in here somehow. So let me see. You know what I think I'm going to do? Let me go ahead and see if I can tear this. And then I'm going to tear this in half, or close to in half. Oops. Oh my gosh, I don't know. You guys, you always hear me struggle with tearing fabric. It's kind of comical at this point. So can I put like a piece there and a piece here? So this is where I really try to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Let's just kind of put some things down and see what we have. So I like that. I think that that looks pretty. So how can I incorporate these necessary pieces here? I think I'm just going to tear this because I don't need this whole big piece, right? And let's just go ahead and tear this place out. Some big, beautiful mansion somewhere. Somewhere. Grab my walnut stain. You know, I have so many distress oxides, and I use like the same two all the time. Are you like that? Oh my gosh, I use the vintage photo and the walnut stain. I really need to pull the other ones out because I have them in a bin, like under, I don't know, in my desk. So I need to pull them out. Now, what's funny about this is just a piece of ephemera that I got from somewhere. I mean, it has, that almost looks like Polish on the back. That looks very much like Polish. And my neighbor growing up were the Macos. It's just kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. And they were Polish. That's interesting. So do I want to incorporate this? I could obviously cut it or, you know, tear it, but I do have all this section up here to fill out. So like I could even make this like a little pocket over here and incorporate that like that. I like that idea. That's good. And then I have my list. Well, you know what? Well, see, I would want this glued here only to cover up that print right there. This would be glued down as well. I would want it something like that. Something like that. You know what? I'm going to get this much down, so let's do that. All right, so that's going to go right about here. All right, and let's fold that and make sure we're good. All right, good, good, good. All right, so that's good. And let me just kind of place this here to get a feel for where that needs to go. So I know I want that down. So I'm really enjoying this collaboration. It is an open collaboration. So if you would like to participate, you can let Lorie know. And again, her link is below. And, you know, definitely check out, Lorie will have everybody's links in her video description box. So, you know, check them out. I just love these collabs because to me, they really, you'll learn so much, right? You'll learn, I don't know, there's like all these little tips and tricks that people have that I just think are amazing, you know? So you pick up all these little ideas from other crafters. It's just wonderful. Oops. All right, so I put the glue on 3 sides to make this a little pocket. Pull that up just a little bit. Put that down. And then over here. Oh, I should have used Fabri-Tac. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this one. I'm going to do the same thing with this. But you know what? My Fabri-Tac, the hole in the I don't know, container is very wide. So it comes out really quickly. So I think I made the hole too big. So it's my fault, but I don't know. I cut it where I thought I was supposed to cut it. And then it turned out to be really wide, really big. I did the same thing with my tacky glue. All right. So I hope that that doesn't all shine or come through. All right, let me get rid of this. And let's bring that down. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. Okay, so we're doing good. We're doing good. I just need to make sure that I get these pieces on that are, I would say, mandatory. Right? Because that's part of the collab, right? All right, so I have that and I have this. And then I have my five prompts. So I would have the date, the place, textured paper, a list, and my freebie is this paper back here. So let's see, what can I do with this? I'm kind of thinking that needs to go more up top there. I don't know why I have this all the way on the other side. All right, so I kind of like that off-centered like that. I do like that. All right, I'm going to get that down. Oops. Oops. I have stuff flying everywhere. All right. So now I would really like to add that in the little pocket over here. But I need to put something on it, obviously. So what should I do? You know what? One thing that I'm going to do is I want to pull out some of my clusters and let's see if I can somehow add a cluster. I don't want it to be too wide. Oh, that's pretty. That looks pretty on there. Not the right colors. Oh, that's pretty as well. Oh, I like that. I like that. You know what it is, I think, with these two is that, so this is this piece right here, that colorful piece is a scarf. And the color, that almost like burgundy color, kind of just really matches, right? I think that's why I like those so much. So let's see. Oh, I think I like that one better. Okay, so I could put that there. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do with this. So can we almost make it a cluster, but one that will fit in here, right? So let's see if we can do that. So, you know, most of you know that I do have the open collab of hashtag crafty clusters. So if you're interested, they post on Wednesdays. Just let me know. You can head over to my channel and, well, you're on my channel. You can check out, I'll put a link below to that, to the original video. All right, so I'm kind of liking that. What I don't like is these straight edges, but once I tear these, then it might be too short to use. But let's see anyway. If we do something like that. And maybe a little piece of this paper doily that was tea dyed. See if we can add that as well and get that even a little bit more interest. And if that goes in there, so I'm liking that. I think that that looks pretty. I don't want to add too much to it because I could just keep going and adding all kinds of layers and stuff. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I actually have this edged in black. I'm just going to put a little bit of brown on this just to help it to tie in. Like that. So I'm going to get that down. On this, where's my tacky glue? Well, so much for only using a glue stick. But you know, some things just need more than that. And I'm going to put that right there. And I realize now I just glued something down so the whole pocket isn't there anymore. But I don't even think I'm going to use that pocket. So I have that. So then on this piece, what can I put on here that would be, you know, flat and that I can still put into that little side pocket? Let's see. Let's see. Something florally. Oh, I like the way that that looks. Oh, you know what I have in here? One moment, please. I have these. Although I do like that paper one that's on there right now. But these are like little plastic floral pieces. Is there anything here? I'm looking at this yellow one. That's pretty. Pull in a little greenery. Or that. All right. So let's see. Let me get these back in this little bin. And let's see what we have going here. Oh, there's also a butterfly. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we can put together here. All right. So I'm going to kind of lift this up and put this underneath, and let's see what we can do. I think I'll go back and at least start with that cluster. So let me do that. I make clusters all the time, just so everybody knows. like not even on video. I just make clusters. I'm addicted. absolutely, positively addicted to clusters. But I use them. You know, I definitely use them in my projects. All right, I like that. So where's my tiny attacher? I think what I'll do is attach it. You know what? I'll attach it from this side. And one staple will work on all three of those layers. Now, one thing I do want to do, I want to bring in a little bit of the darker brown. So let's do that. And go around this. And then we'll see what we can put on top of this. And then I think we are done. So we have this. So you know what? Let me keep this here. And, okay, because it's easier for you to see when I have that there. Okay, so now how can we build up on this is the question. So since it's going to go in this way, I mean, the butterfly would need to be on this side so you could see it, right? So maybe we cover the staple with that, maybe. Maybe. I really like that on there. I think it pulls colors together. It does. I can cut the bottom off. It doesn't have to go as high. See, now that I have that butterfly there, I don't know that I can include that one. I kind of like it better like that. But I do have these little two pieces of, like that's like a piece of fern. I like that. And then this one is just like little leaves. I like the fern. Okay, so let's kind of go with this. Just like that. I think that that looks pretty. Just to add a little interest to this little textured tag. So now I have to think about, well, how do I want to get all this on here? So I think I'll just glue this on. I go through a tremendous amount of this Tombow Aqua glue. I love it. Love it. All right, now these, you know what? I'm so tempted to just put a staple in there and be done with it. And I think I'm going to. I'm all about the staple. I'm all about the easy. And I like that. So, but in order for this to be able to be taken out, I am going to put some adhesive back here to hold all of this on. Like that. Ugh, now it's all gluey back here. So I definitely need to let that dry before I put this in here to stay. But there we go. So that's what it's going to look like. So now I'm thinking, well, I feel like this is too plain up there. I like the fact that you can see the fruit, so I don't want to touch the fruit. I like that in there. I think that that's super pretty. But what looks a little plain to me is this up here. So let's see what we can add to this. So let me go back to this. And all I need is like some little pieces to put around. Do I want another flower? No. I kind of like that there. Something like that maybe. Let's see if we can get a different shape in here. I want to still see that date, right? Still want to make sure that we see what we need to see. So I kind of like that. That's a nice addition to the collage. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with it. Let me do this. We'll go back to using the glue stick. Although this paper is a little thick, but I'm going to try it. So this is going to go here. I'll put it like that. And then this piece, yeah, I like that. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Oops. And this is just a cheap glue stick. I'm not even sure where I got it, but I want to use it up, so I am. So I just have to, there is the, you know, the book has to be able to close. So let me just make sure I do that. All right, good so far. And then we will put this piece down and we are done, done, done. All right. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving this. It's so relaxing, so enjoyable. I have to make sure that that stays down. And I do like overlapping in my collages. I definitely like to overlap the different pieces of ephemera and everything. So I think I'm going to call this done. Let me look at it for a second. This still has to dry, the back of it, so, but that's how it's going to go, is like that. I'm just kind of looking, making sure, yeah, I think that that's it. I think that that is it. I have to make sure that those pieces stay down. So that's it. That's it. Let me hold it up so you can see it up close. Super cute, super cute. Definitely a little bit different style for me, but I love it because it was so relaxing. So relaxing. And I got all of my 5 prompts on there. I have the date, I have the place, I have textured paper, I have a list, which is right here, and then my freebie was this paper back here. So that's it. So thank you so much for being here. If you would like to see more videos like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And definitely go over and check Lorie out at Enchanted Dreams 71, and her link is below. Thank you for putting this collab together, Lorie. It's a lot of fun. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Have a blessed week.